Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Let's go live on Instagram too. It's Grace Simon here with New Doors Mentorship and Coaching, here to bring your morning momentum as we step into this amazing day that God has made for all of us, each and every one of us. Today is the big day of solar eclipsing. Do you remember where you were the last time there was a solar eclipse? It was 1979 that it happened. And I actually remember the day of the solar eclipse because I was at school. And when we were kids, we would take in these incredible events at school with our peers and with our teachers. And I actually remember, it was so long ago, 1979, but we had special mass that we got to look through, go into the back playground, and we got to take in. Good morning. Do you remember the solar eclipse? Are you old enough to remember the solar eclipse? I hope I'm not the only one on here this morning that remembers the last solar eclipse, but it was pretty cool. So everybody has this big anticipation. Where we are in Newmarket, Ontario, it's cloudy and overcast. So we'll see what happens this afternoon, if we get to see it or not. I don't know. I believe that the clouds are going to blow away and we will get to experience, but Brooklyn is with me today. So for us to experience together. So what are you doing to experience the solar eclipse today? Are you at home? Taking the day off because of a solar eclipse taking place? Or are you at work going about your day, continuing on your tasks and what it is that you are working on this week to achieve what it is that you're building and you're creating or you're leading or influencing? What is it? What's going on this week? Talk to me. I'd love to hear what you're expecting for, what you're excited for this week. Me, I am starting a new health plan. That's what we're going to call it. I'm starting a new health plan. I have expressed that one of my big goals is to be my healthiest self. I am approaching 50. Woohoo! I'll be 50 in a few months, guys. Yeah, this is what 50 looks like. Vibrant, excited, confident, expectant. That's what I am. Oh yeah, that's what I am going into 50. It's so fun, but my focus really has, for the past couple of years, to be the healthiest version of myself. Going into middle age, I am in middle age, going into different. I have family, I have kids, and I have grandkids, and I want to be the best version as I possibly can, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and I've nailed it really well with my habits of getting up in the morning, my morning routine, and having my quiet time, exercise time, preparation time, and that's been awesome. But to all truth, I have not won the battle of my weight loss. I'm good. My husband will say, you've achieved a lot of really great things. You just don't see it for yourself. And that could be true. I'm super strong, I'm healthy, I'm fit. So I've achieved that, and that has been awesome. I just haven't gotten the extra weight off that I personally would like to get off. So I realized that in this time, there was a time that I really didn't have to think too much about losing weight. I would just, make some changes and then I would lose it, no big deal. However, there was a time that I was in my 20s. I had finished having all three of my kids. Guys, I had 3 kids by 26. Pretty epic, indeed. But I was never really super physically fit. I always ran. I was always concerned about my weight. I was always doing things to keep myself, fairly in good shape. But I always felt like I never had really won that, feeling so strong and confident. And so I remember after my 3rd child was born, I got a membership at our local gym in a small town because there really wasn't anything else to do but get a membership. They had a daycare, so I put my kids in there and I hired a coach. Hey, good morning. Good morning. We're talking about, going to the next level and why we need to do what we need to do. And this morning's title is to be sober and be vigilant. Be vigilant. Be vigilant. I'm having my second coffee right now. Be sober and be vigilant. And so, when I wanted to go to the gym when I was young, and the same thing, I was exercising, I was watching what I was eating, but I wasn't really getting to where it was that I, wanted to be. I was pushing baby carriages one morning, taking my daughter to school, and I had the other two in the double stroller, and I was out of breath going up this little hill. And I was 26 years old. I'm like, this is not right that I am 26, pushing up a stroller up a hill, and I'm out of breath. So when I started to go to the gym, but I still wasn't getting the results. And I knew that, in order for me to get the results that I wanted, I needed to hire a coach. So that's what I did. I hired a coach who resembled what I wanted to look like. She was nice and toned. She was built. You could tell that this was part of her life. This was part of her regimen. This was something that she was committed to do for herself. And therefore, she was a really good voice at what it was that, that she was serving, what she was doing for others. So I hired her, and, she was amazing because I followed her regiment, right? I followed her program, and I was incredibly fit. I was strong. I was like ripped stomach, feeling really, really good, being a young mom of 3 kids and going towards my 30s. Now going towards my 50s. Well, my body changes. Your body changes. Whether you're female or male, your body changes over time, right? And so what you used to do when you're younger is not necessarily what you can do when you're older. And so, guys, I've been going to the gym, lifting weights and running on the elliptical and being really fit. But my body has not changed the way that I needed to. And so things have not changed. I needed to finally get to a place where I could say, I need professional help. I need help with making these changes. And you may be saying right now, Great Grace, seriously? But yes, seriously, I really do. I need a coach. I need a mentor. Anytime that I've wanted to improve an area in my life that I am not the expert on, and I am not an expert in many things. I am an expert in selling real estate. I've been doing real estate for 18 years, serving, hundreds of families over the years, doing things over and over again. And so I've really developed systems and process that work, that I have great results in. So I'm a professional in that way. I'm an expert in that field because I've been doing it for so long, but I'm not an expert in health and fitness, in the changing of our lives. So I hired a professional, and I'm so excited. Starting today, she is really going in and out. I'm, having to follow a very strict regimen. I can't exercise. This is very different for me because I love exercise. So I've had to change my routine, my morning routine. What are you doing that you're wanting to make changes in your life? Whether it's financial, whether it's spiritual, whether it's physical, whether it's mental in your personal development. Where is it that you have said, I want to make these changes in my life to improve these areas of my life? I want better romance with my relationships. I want to really feel strong and healthy and run a marathon in the next year. Or I want to make sure that my financial freedom is really set in a good path today in order to achieve that. 5 years from now, we want to be here or there financially. Whatever it is, what is it that you're wanting to do? And you've been making some steps, you've been making some changes, you've been setting some disciplines in place, but you haven't gotten right where you think that you need to be. The answer is by hiring that professional, hiring that person that knows what they're talking about, being willing, being open to receive, being willing and being open to be accountable to another person that believes in what it is that you want to achieve for your life, that things are possible when you're willing to trust the process. And so this is a process. And so I'm inviting you into my day, every day, going through this new health regimen of getting even healthier. And what is my why? because my grandkids and my young daughter who's 11, I want to be the healthiest version as I possibly can going into my 50s, going into my 60s, by the grace of God, going into my 70s, my 80s, and my 90s, and my 100s, because I want to live to be 110 and be vital in that. So I'm doing everything that I can in order for that to happen. And that has required me hiring a coach. That's what I love to do for others in personal development. Why do you want to grow in your personal development? And I made some notes here. Author Ernest Newman noted, the great composer does not set to work because he is inspired, but becomes inspired because he is working. Beethoven, Wagner, Mozart, and Bach all settled down day after day to the job at hand. They didn't waste time waiting for inspiration. The greatest ideas and activations come when there's momentum from your discipline. These incredible composers that we appreciate and love to admire didn't become masteries overnight. It was day after day, right? Practicing, being diligent, being disciplined. And they became the masters. They became, the people that people looked up to, that wanted to be led by. They wanted to be influenced by their compositions, their music, that what they did, what they created. You want to improve your life in different areas. And this takes the discipline, this takes the habits, this takes the desire of why it is that you want to make these changes. What does it mean to make ththese changes in your life and the lives of others? I'm so grateful for people like Beethoven, Wagner, Mozart, and Bach, not just for their beautiful music, their beautiful compositions of music that they wrote and they performed. But I appreciate the fact that they can show the disciplinary facts, that when you put your heart, you put your passion, you put your purpose to something every single day, and you don't wait for others to inspire you, but you are inspired by the work, by the purpose of why you're doing what you're doing, you discover that really all things are possible. And you discover that you're more than what you could possibly have thought when you first began. And I believe that for you. I believe that for me, that you truly are more than what you see yourself today. You truly are more than what you see yourself, the distance that you see yourself going. But it's the willingness to allow people in your life to create an accountability of trusting people who believe in you, they believe in your dreams, they believe in what it is that you want to create in your life, whether it's in leadership, it's in influence, right? It's within mothering or fathering or teaching or equipping or designing, building a business, whatever that may be. We need other people in our lives to be able to see things that we don't see about ourselves. We need people that are professionals. They've gone the distance. They've created the habits. They've created the discipline in order to achieve what they achieve and what you admire and what you see in them. And it's that willingness to invite them into your life and being willing to hold you accountable for what it is that you want to go after. And that really is the key to success here, is learning by the greats, learning by those that have done incredible works, that have done amazing things in their life. And they didn't really even, I don't believe that these guys started in a place of, I want to be rich and famous. I want to be this. I want people to see me, admire my work. I don't think that they began there. I believe that they fell in love with music. They fell in love with sound. They fell in love with the vibration or the rhythm or whatever it is that captured their soul and their heart and their mind and their desire. And they followed that. They followed that every single day. And from following that expression, following that inspiration, and following that passion and that purpose, they created something so much bigger than themselves, beyond their imagination, that they are influencers way after they've passed from this life, way after, the people that they were in direct contact with. In fact, they're influencing from heaven. They're influencing from, a place of after life on earth, because of the discipline, because of the inspiration that they got from applying these things every single day. and falling more and more in love with them, in love with the work that they were doing as they created, as they enjoyed the sounds, as they enjoyed the compositions, as they enjoyed seeing how their work evolved and was appreciated by others, right? It grew from one place of seeing something, enjoying a sound or a rhythm or a vibration, whatever, and saying, I wonder how I can do that. Oh, that's really interesting. I can do that. Now, how can I do that better? Or how can I improve on that? And improving on it each and every day to be incredible, beautiful influencers of music and composition. So we don't know where our life is going, right? It's about a journey, but it starts with this place of what is it in your life that you want to build upon? What do you want to grow? What are you growing? What's important in your life to move forward and ahead? And write the things down. Why do I love personal development? Why do I love growth? And I made my own notes about that of why do I love what I'm doing? What's the point of personal development? Encouraging other people to grow and to grow personally. And my whys, I just wrote quickly down a couple of things. Is it builds character. It shows my weaknesses. It shows my lack of skills. And I like to see that. I like to see the lack. I like to see my weaknesses in order to improve myself. If you cannot see the weaknesses, you can't see the areas that you lack skills in, then how are you supposed to improve? So someone that loves personal development, someone that loves growth, they love to see these things in order to say, wow, okay, how do I get better? Who can I learn from? Who can I invite into their life? I love being able to speak into other people's lives when they say, Grace, can you help me, improve on my sales? Can you help me improving in my personal development? Can you help me with improving in my spiritual growth or my personal development? I love that so much because I love to help them to see things that they can't see for themselves. I love personal development because it sets you apart. It gets you out of average. Personal development helps you to set yourself apart from the crowd, set yourself apart from average. We don't want to love average. Personal development keeps life interesting and exciting. That's why I'm vibrant. That's why I'm confident. That's why I'm excited today, going, closer to celebrating 50 because I'm excited. I'm expectant and I'm activating every single day, building confidence. Don't you want to feel that? Of course you do. And this is part of why I love personal development. I love having new perspectives. Personal development helps you to have new perspectives, seeing things from a fresh view and new understanding. Come on. You're going to be vigilant. You're going to be sober-minded as you get excited, as you get expectant, as you are seeing things from different perspectives, being open to learning, receiving from other people. Life gets really exciting. The bigger your life becomes by surrounding around interesting and exciting people that are motivated and habitual, creating great habits in their life, and you see them moving and growing and expanding, you want it for your own. You want it for your own life. And wow, you can't help but wake up in the morning and be excited for the day when you have this perspective, when you have this viewpoint of what can I learn? What can I receive? How can I grow from others? I love having new perspectives, and confidence grows from that place. Okay, I gave you a lot to eat this morning in our Monday motivation. And I hope that you grab a hold of something that helps you just to think a little bit deeper, to grow a little further and to have a little bit more joy with excitement of what it is that you're doing, what you're creating and who you're inviting into your world, being accountable and looking forward to all the things that are coming your way as you build this life out. Have a blessed and incredible day. Remember to wear your protective glasses looking out at the sun and the eclipse and take this in, write down, what you experienced as you were around others experiencing the eclipse, or what you saw and what it meant for you, and write it down, date it, so that you can look back on your life of where you were in April the 8th, 2024, and you have something to share in the future when the next time it arrives, right? Let's tally our lives. Let's gauge it. Let's grow it. And let's be the best that we can be. Have an amazing one. Bye, everyone. Bye.